Okay, we gotta talk to the library, I think.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Library?
I'm afraid they're closed.
Oh.
It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We're almost there.
We should try again during...
Anything else, detective?
What about the precinct?
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer.
Lost
Over.
my gun too. I found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that.
Oh yeah,
Good together off your...
we did that
Roger
one. We did that one. Okay. Let's go tell her that everything's fine, and then maybe by the time we come out, we can call the library.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I found the actual source of doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence?
She clutches her pendant anxiously.
She remembers. Good.
Yes, the presence, the entity, the malicious energy, however you may want to call it.
She who has many names. I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found?
My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm entropanetic hole in reality. That is the source of doom, both in the commercial area and in Martinez.
A what?
A tiny hole in reality. It may be connected with Pale, an origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an entropanetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
You can't protect it, not against Pale. Close up the shop and try to get it far away as possible. You can protect it with hope by refusing to give up. That's what people have done in the past, by building a church, place of worship around this thing. You'll have to find your own answer. I've spent too long on this quest as it is. I guess hope. I'm going with hope.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers around here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them.
Hope catchers.
Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
She likes us. I don't think you have anything more to say.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Yes and no. I don't have any money. Alright, let's go talk to the dice maker. Ooh. This might be the long way, but it's fine.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
No, I found the source of the curse.
You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach?
It's a bit more complicated than I first thought.
I'm listening.
There's a 2mm hole in reality located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to Pale.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
She sits up, visibly agitated.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
She appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
I wouldn't go so far to say the entire world is doomed. Don't worry about it. You've been doing fine so far. I'm sure it's nothing.
You mean considering the fact that the world is collapsing on my porch?
She gives you a rueful smile and takes a look around.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Alright, well that's done. It's not 10 o'clock yet. Wasn't long enough. Alright. Dead body on the boardwalk. We still have to call the library. I need 2 minutes. I know where Ruby is. Should I go talk to Everett? Find the murder weapon. Determine where the shot came from. Return. Spirit is eternal. Really, this is the only thing I have left to do. I could try talking to Everett. Oh, what's this? Odd you didn't catch this graffiti earlier. Oh, Van Eck Overdrive, it says. Cool. Wait, is there anything left of him?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. René left his uniform neatly folded on the table. Take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, a conflict of honor. It's up to you.
Let's take it.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
It's gonna take my shit to the next level.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Okay. Now it's 10. I do want to know if Everett has anything to say, so Everett, whatever. So I'm gonna stop over here.
So, the ship has sailed. Did you see it? I know you did. Tell me, what did it look like as it grew smaller and smaller when that mainsail dropped behind the horizon?
There's a mean little light in its eyes.
Did it look like a germ? Did it look like a piece of bacteria?
His jaw is clenched, and his quadruple chin is quivering with hatred. This is decades of hatred speaking right now. You get a sinking feeling.
Sort of did look like that. Looked like a boat sailing away from the coast. No need to be overly dramatic.
You wanted us to relay all this information to her.
That this is a takeover? That I want a war? God, I hope you also told her about the drug trade. They absolutely hate getting their hands dirty with that. You can kill 1 million people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck.
Now I know why you've been so forthcoming. So this was your plan all along, for me to relay this information to her?
Harry, I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react so strongly.
But you did want me to relay info to her.
I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories from inside the harbour. It's scarier this way. Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up.
So this is why you've been so forthcoming.
No, Harry. What we have is real. We're working men. This here is real.
He taps his chest, then points to you. How do you know she left?
Harry, I bugged her cabin. I bugged her whole boat.
Shh.
I had cameras surveying her boat. Hell, I even wanted to bug that thermal cap, but my boys advised against it.
Wow.
They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
So you've been listening to her conversations the whole time?
Not me personally. I had guys recording and processing this information for me.
The Hardy Boys?
Hell no! They'd fuck it up. They can't do anything right. I mean my real boys. My special task force boys.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi.
You used me.
Harry, you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself.
you used my intellectual curiosity against me, she would have told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the Insulinde. Oh, but she told me a beautiful story. She said she's insane like me. What's gonna happen now? You used my intellectual curiosity against me.
Against you? Oh, Harry, I'd like to think I used it for you.
But she told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the Insulinde.
Of course she did. Rich people have the best stories about all the interesting things they've done and seen, all the beautiful places they've been to. It's just sentimentalism. She can afford to be sentimental, and she can afford to lose as well.
She said she's insane like me.
She's not insane. What did she tell you?
She told me she's overrated from Pale Transit.
No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective.
I've actually walked the path of sobriety for a while now.
I can see that, Harry. Alcohol has left its marks, but you're doing better than when I first saw you. Rich man is shitting himself. The working class sober.
So what happens now?
What was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners, and says they need to distance themselves from this nasty business before the big shit spinner splashes everyone. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire.
You could have just told me. I was hoping I'd somehow get to fuck you over in the end. I swore fealty to her. She was my beautiful lady. I have a bad taste in my mouth. You better make sure this ends up saving lives.
That it will, Harry. That it will. As to the bad taste, please, you're not a sommelier. You're a cop. You knew something big, and you wanted to see what happens when you tell someone. So you told her. Anyone who's ever been close to power will tell you. Inside information is the sweetest thing in the world. It's better than money. It's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind. It's the ticket to history.
No.
Don't beat yourself up, Harry. What you did was participate in history. When history calls, you have to pick up. You had no choice. None of us ever do. A hard disco cop like you, I knew you weren't one to resist temptation.
You know what, detective? I am going to leave this out of my report, and I suggest you leave it out of yours too.
Just look at the 3 of us. The 3 careless boyaderos. Good times, good times.
Okay.
Okay. Hell yes it is.
He swings his fist through the air and shakes his head in agreement. So what now? Spread your arms.
Now we let bygones be bygones because there's work to do. For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you came here, so let's have it. What can I help my best friend and comrade with today?
I found your gun. Show it to him.
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the 2 of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up?
The important thing is I got it back.
I guess you're right, Harry. I appreciate you coming back to report on your progress. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you?
I'm done now. So I guess we could have told her nothing and just let things play out? So I guess the information that we gave her made her not engage in fighting the Union, whereas if we hadn't told her, she would have ended up having to fight the Union. And then you could say in theory the Union wouldn't have won. But I don't know. Don't know that I feel particularly bad about giving her the information. I feel like that was the right thing to do. Where's his outfit? Where'd I get these pants? Is that... Oh, that's his pants.
Wow, this jacket makes you feel strong, as if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists of old.
Does my blood need mixing? Or is it as good as it is?
Apologies, you're right. The need for a strong central government has always been clear to you. You're a true patriot of Revachol, born to do it. It's time to clean up the streets and restore the city to its former glory. Whether you like it or not, this jacket gives you serious nationalist cred.
Okay. Back to the car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a puller.
This is precinct 57.
Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information you can provide on Billie Méjean, a reader.
Billie Méjean, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billie Méjean's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
Capeside Apartments, 33B, apartment 20. Any other information?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billie Méjean? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay. If it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billie's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87. But we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
So, Billie Méjean is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that was her husband?
Marie knows Billie. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Alright, thanks. That's all for me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
Nope.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see wasteland of reality. Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Whoa! Lose physical instrument. Lose island empire. Lose suggestion. No positive effects from alcohol, but +1 psyche. That I need to forget. That has, like, no bonuses. Here you go, internalize that. Go to the apartment to deliver the bad news. It's number 20. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, what's... Oh, this is another poster. Transnation. Egg Nation. Look at this wall again.
Just an ordinary wall.
Still
Nothing to
impossible.
see here.
Cindy's artistic impulses. There's another one right here. An old poster hidden below new ones. Arnoven Ek 49, the Elysium. Sounds like an obscure live performance in a dirty underground bunker. Alright, go inside. I didn't have to go this way. Number 20. Are there...
Master Investigator. You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
It's my duty as cop to investigate every square inch of the world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Great. I think we've... Which one's apartment 20?
Give me a moment.
Do you know where Billie Méjean lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Méjeans in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Thank you. That's what I thought. This is not the balcony. Balcony is this door. This one? Oh no.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sad it up!
Kim, we should discuss this. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billie Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billie herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Any advice on how to tell her?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
Okay.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
Voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is Billie Méjean home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open.
Oh boy. Oh. Don't run, okay? Take it slow. Alright, let's literally not run. Empty packet of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Packages of humanitarian aid. Macaronis? Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can they afford curtains? Chalk drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow around the room. I hate ticking clocks. I hate them. Textbook for high school mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Ugh, I don't like trigonometry either. Can I walk into this room? There we go. Some leftovers kept warm on a stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions in here. Your child isn't home.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billie. Would you like something to drink?
She looks around the kitchen.
Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news? Definitely no small talk.
Yeah.
This isn't the time or place.
Yeah. Wow. Kim is here. +4 for Kim being with you. Identified the leather jacket, identified the library card, discussed things through with Kim. And I have his handkerchief.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Do I just say he's dead, just like that?
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
She blinks. Your husband is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table. There are 2 cigarette butts still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's too early to say. It seems like he slipped and hit his head. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? Friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take a day to recover. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. I'm going against you, empathy. Do you want us to call them and ask them here?
No, I'll do it myself.
She breathes again, holding onto her left side like she's in pain.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner
Did
will
we?
be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
I don't remember. I guess maybe. I don't remember. He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her and leave the room. Oh. Hi, Kim.
You did well.
The balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
And that's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billie and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Okay. Case closed then.
Let's go.
That sucked. I'm gonna knock on this guy's door again.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. No one answered.
Let's go. There's nothing to do here for us.
Okay. He's not... I mean, I know he's not even there, so... What do I need to do now? Look for Ruby on the coast. Oh, I did want to check traps again. I said I would. Return to the dead body. Right, so the body's still down there. I want to check the traps and do the dead body. And then I think we can go ahead and find Ruby. And it should be good. I think. I don't know if it actually matters checking traps. But I said I'd do it, so there's one here.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things. The trap is full of locusts.
I'm like, can I just let them go, maybe? Let's check down here. This is the one we fixed, right?
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
They're all just dying. Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference to check all these, but... going to anyway. Oh.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Let's check the last one, just for sanity's sake.
Just dead and dying locusts and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things.
They're all poor, sad things. Oh, did we move his body? I guess we did.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab.
This says there's a dead body. Return to it and decide what to do with it. No, I guess it's fine. I guess maybe this just didn't update because Kim said he was just gonna tell whoever at the end of the day. So we're done. I can go look for Ruby.